different little bios, and I thought for a minute there that we weren't unlimited on the number of characters, but apparently we are, because you see.
Oh, yeah, they're nice and long.
Yeah, that's really nice. So that's something I'm going to figure out is, it basically looks like 2 short paragraphs is what people put in.
Oh.
So that's kind of cool.
So who's still here? Is Beth still here?
No, I think we lost Beth.
We lost Beth. Okay, so it's just you and me. Yeah, that's all right. Well, this is good. So I'm recording it just because.
Okay.
So we can see what we can do with the recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so your camera is a lot clearer than mine. Mine looks fuzzy. And do I look clear to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I just got new glasses, so I think now it's really
yeah. Well, good. Well, are you just using your Mac camera?
Yeah, it's just the built.
The sound went away and the video froze.
Oh, you know what? I think if you move quite a bit.
Well, now I can hear you.
Okay.
But you're still frozen on video.
Oh, dear. Okay, let me.
You're doing this. Uh-oh, you went away. Okay. I have to allow you to come in. So when I was off camera, would it have allowed you to let someone in?
No, and I did quite a bit of research when we were after we talked the other day, and with the beta, there's only one, I guess, producer. I don't even know what to call it anymore.
Yeah,
and then there is some talk about having like a co-producer.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, so with something like this, then you don't lose that ability to go ahead and have someone else have the control panel, or like how Webinar Jam allows somebody to be the presenter and then somebody else to be kind of the back end, exactly what you do for your clients.
Yeah,
with that. So but anyway, I did probably about 5 or 6 hours of kind of just research and looking at others, their blabs and stuff, and kind of everybody's having the same experience learning it. Most people, they really like this. There's a couple, I think they're from Australia, and they're having like this marathon, like they're on day 90 of 8 hours at a time.
I didn't know Blab had been available for 90 days.
It started in April.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, and I guess it's kind of just now becoming mainstream. But what was really cool is part of what people are trying to do. I saw some that are periscoping at the same time, so they have their cameras set up kind of like on their phone, like I do with my microphone.
Uh-oh, your microphone just went away. Maybe you turned the off button or mute button. No, still can't hear you. Maybe it came unplugged. There you go. Now I can hear you.
I did accidentally turn it off. So there are people that are, getting really creative with scoping as they're doing the blab. And then they're also scoping 7 times a week and then blabbing once a week. And so there's, I'm just like, oh my gosh.
So I don't really know what Periscope does. You have to tell me.
What Periscope does, it is, think about doing a one-off video on your phone, and you can do it on your tablet as well, that you just want to post like on YouTube or send a video to a client or post on your website. It's not inclusive like the Brady Bunch is here, with the 4 squares. And I've seen quite a bit of people use it as a teaching tool. So one of the people that I follow quite a bit know, her name's Allison Crow, and she's a artist and a coach. So what she does, she has her phone set up behind her, and then she's showing her screen online as she does, and she doodles, she does graphic recording,
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So she just shows people how to go through that, and then she posts that on
Wow.
a website as a teaching tool. Yeah, so it's
So rather than use like ScreenFlow or something, she's just using her phone and Periscope.
right, because Periscope's live. So as she's doing it, just like
Oh.
Lab is live,
Uh-huh.
she can also monitor any of the chats, that are going on the chat screen next to us.
Uh-huh.
And she can answer that way. And how Blab has their little, the hands.
Yeah.
Periscope has hearts.
Oh.
All these little hearts and stuff like that. So, it's as creative as you want to get. And I could see how this could become a time drain too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody, it's like the virtual water cooler. It's like, oh, let's go hang out.
Exactly. And so, I was talking to two of my clients just to, they're very versed in doing presentations and talking to people, and they want to, figure out a way to do collaboration like this and not have the some of the issues or blocks that you get in Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
And they don't really want to go through the whole webinar jam piece. So, I'm showing them, some examples on Blab, and it's in these ladies so far, they're very untechnical and they love it. It's just, it's a great experience for them and then their clients as well. It's like, oh, I really don't have to do anything, but log in and as we found, Chrome is the best platform with everything. And yeah. So have you found any things on your research since we talked on Friday?
I haven't had time to do the research like you did. I've talked to a few people about it, and you saw Steve Cozart's comments online. So he's been on it and using it for a long time. Well, he said since the second week, so I guess maybe that's back since April or something. Anyway, so he, and so since he's a professional photographer, for him, I don't know how he's using it. His clientele is mostly actors, I think, but I don't exactly know how he's using it other than just to share what he does.
I watched one of his, and it's actually, he's using it in a really great way. He's using it as a teaching tool. So, and this is part of how you can, pre-plan your Blab. So you have the URL like you sent out, and invite his students. And so it could be, he's teaching them, like right now, I'm not looking at the green dot like I should. I'm, and that's something that, we need to find ourselves when we're doing presentations is, to look at the green dot. Somebody put a little star by it.
Yeah.
Like, look here.
It's way up there for me though. I think I'm short.
But yeah, so it's stuff like that. So his, I would say, would be a great one for somebody who's really looking to have a great video presence. And I would imagine he probably, since he's a great photographer as well, he probably talks about some of the stuff that I'm assuming he taught at Rebecca's conference.
He didn't teach. No, we were on a panel. There was a panel of 5 or 6 of us talking about our sacred ambition and what that was and how we came to find kind of the heart and soul in our business. And so he and I think 3 other people talked about that. But he didn't really teach anything there. So
did you hear his grandmother's story?
Yeah.
Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah, all of us were all choked up.
Oh, grandmother's story. But yeah, so his, I would say, for you, since you do a lot of co-producing online events, and you work with the, I guess, event owner, your
host, whatever.
Yeah. How to do stuff. His might be a good resource, Yeah,
I should watch his. because he's, you know, I've often thought that I should go to a community college and take like acting 101 or something like that, just to get some tips on, you know, presence and awareness and
exactly.
presentation and stuff. It would be fun to do. Oh, good. Amelia's coming to join us. That's lovely. And I see Arno's here. Arno, if you want to come in and join us, feel free. Hi.
Hello.
How are you, Amelia?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
Some women on Blab.
Imagine that.
There's usually guys. This is only
time.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
a guy.
I'm listening to all the social media guys quite a bit and how they're promoting Blab. They're having a blast with it.
So what have you done with Blab so far?
Oh, we have an international marketing group, and we talk about branding and helping other people with their brands online and their marketing online. So that's what we do. And then I'm a pet professional, so I'll be helping more pet professionals.
Oh, so what's a pet professional? Is that like a communicator or a
that's
a vet?
No, I've been in just about every pet profession. And there's a lot of people out there that aren't sure what profession they want to go into, or they don't know the ins and outs of it. And may not want to go the long road and actually get involved, you know, and spend $100,000 to get their education without knowing what it all entails.
Yeah.
So I just help them figure that out.
Interesting. Wow. My daughter, when she was a kid, always said she wanted to be a vet, and then later understood that was not exactly as glamorous as she thought. That you just got to love on all the animals. So she went into a different field, but she still is a foster family for rescue bulldogs. Carolina, they're the bulldogs, so that variety. So anyway,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's good for her. And for her kids, my grandkids. Good for them. Yeah. So our topic was to sort of like share whatever people wanted to know about the online virtual world. I do virtual events, and Phyllis does all sorts of virtual business management. Did you have any specific ideas or questions or things you wanted to share with us?
I know there's a big pet virtual event going on this week, hosted by, I think, Pet 360. Dogs Naturally is going to do another virtual event, you know, in October. So yes, that's a great deal.
Yeah.
The way to go.
So it's like a conference. What are they doing? That's a virtual
they'll
event.
have a lot of speakers. So, you know, you can watch online instead of traveling to the event.
Yeah.
And then it will be recorded, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, those are amazing. I've been doing some events recently that are kind of a combination of virtual and live, which has also been really fun because you get to know people virtually, you know, in some way, shape, or form. And then when you meet them, you're not strangers when you meet them for the first time, you know, and that was really fun.
Right.
You probably had that experience last year, Phyllis, didn't you, with Rebecca's event?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's really neat to, you know, to do all the virtual stuff, you know, online, live stream, the emails, obviously, Facebook, but to be able to, you know, meet somebody and, you know, give them a big hug and, you know, everything. So then I think it just enhances all the rest of the year when you're working with somebody, especially, you know, with the high-end clients that we have, you know, it just adds that little extra to it, which I think is fabulous as well.
Yeah. So, Amelia, where are you?
I'm in Pennsylvania right now. My home is in Maryland, but I'm caring for my 95-year-old father here in Pennsylvania.
Oh.
I'm blessed to be able to do that.
Yeah. I did that with my dad for a while, and it was important work. So I'm glad you get a chance to do it.
Yeah, it is.
Good.
Where are you?
I, right now, am on the coast, on the Oregon coast, the west side of the country. And I'm moving, though, to Santa Fe on Friday. Yay. Holy.
I didn't know you had that down yet.
Yeah. Anyway, and Phyllis, you can say where you are.
I always get this wrong because I get my coasts mixed up. I am southwest of Portland in a town called Hillsboro. And I've been here since April, and I really enjoy it. I really like it, but I'm finding the traffic is way too much, so I think I'll kind of migrate somewhere a little smaller town, that everything is nearby, but, definitely not the 24/7 traffic that we have here.
Mm.
So it's a big city. I'm just really, it's grown since I was here last.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Yeah, Portland is a big city.
You know each other?
Say again?
Did you two know each other?
We've never met in person. We have clients in common and have had for a couple of years. And so we've had chances to, our work has intersected. And so we've gotten to know each other. And so that's how we know each other. And now when I first met Phyllis, she was living in Santa Fe and I was in Oregon, and now we're both in Oregon, but I'm moving to Santa Fe. So we're switching places. It's kind of funny.
It is. And part of what we found between Sallena and I is we've got some, again, mutual clients that we've worked with or still work with together, and mutual groups that we're in. But our work kind of complements each other. I don't do the big online events piece that Sallena does, and I'm really tackle and enjoy the technical side of things, the building of the websites. If somebody can't get something hooked up on something, I get in there and research it. And most of the time I get it fixed.
Yeah, you're really good at that, Phyllis.
Yeah, so we decided, well, we're going to play together in doing some stuff with, helping people get comfortable being online, and knowing that you could be like this. You don't have to have makeup on or anything, and enjoying the impromptu-ness of whatever it is, because it's basically it's the message that we want to help people get across, with their marketing, or it can even be, something that is kind of an extension of their Facebook groups as well. Obviously not private Facebook groups, but it could be, like you said, like with the dog rescues or any type of vocation that has to do with your passion around animals. It's I think it's a great thing. So, in a nutshell, that's what Sallena and I are looking to do, and helping others as much as we can.
Yeah, I was going to use Blab tonight. We're sponsoring a dog splash to raise money for a dog park next weekend. So I want to get more interaction this week going on by blabbing, with the dog park friends. I think this platform is just amazing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving it. And earlier, before you jumped on, Sallena and I were talking about right now there's only one host seat, and we're going to have
to change that.
Not yet. It's in the works.
Right.
It's in the works, so that'll be nice, because Sallena had a hard time getting on today, and I was on, so I couldn't control anything in the background. So as soon as they do that, that'll, I think, really be great. And then they even said one of the reasons that they're keeping it to the 4 people being live is just because of the bandwidth. You get too many folks trying to chat, and I think that's one of the hang-ups Google Plus has, or Google Air, or Google Hangouts, is you try and get too many people. I know Skype, once you get past 3 people when you're trying to do a virtual talk, it just really slows things down a lot. And that's even with having people, hardwired and not on Wi-Fi as well. So.
Yeah, Furkan was on the other night, and I was listening to him, and he was just saying it's more conversational with 4 people. You can have too large a group, and then it's just noise, trying to talk over one another. Yeah. I'm really thinking this out. I'm very pleased.
Yeah, I'm loving it so far. It's again, for my core audience, with my clients, this is like a godsend. It really is for them, you know. And it's, again, you don't have to really know technology a lot, you know, and
Right.
it's, you know, for me, the simpler you can keep it, the easier it is for folks to use. And yeah, so, you know, we'll see where this goes. And I imagine, you know, they'll end up having a paid version where you can have private groups and different things with that as well. So,
Well, that appear.in is doing that right now.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a,
But you can't record with that unless you're a techno person. It's not like Blab, you know, where Blab sends you the video and the audio.
exactly.
Appear.in, there's no video unless you find a way to create it.
Mm.
All right. Well, you know, you can do that on your own computer depending on what type of apps you have. I use QuickTime Player to do screen records, and then when I do Skype, I do have a video recorder.
That makes sense.
Yeah, video or audio. Just because I then give those files to my clients so they have a record of our discussion on what we're doing. Because some of the stuff gets really detailed. You know, when you're working on you know, just a really big event or, you know, website stuff like that, it's always good to have a backup. But, yes.
Phillis, do you use ScreenFlow?
I have used ScreenFlow before as well.
Does it records, like it would record this, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you just need to remember to turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
And just set it, just like QuickTime, I can set it to have to be, you know, this much of a screen, or I could say this whole tab, or I could do my whole little space here. My everything on my computer, so you would see like all my tabs at the top and all my footer icons, which, you know, it depends on what you're doing. You know, with a professional one, I prefer to box it towards just whatever specific.
Mm-hmm.
What I like about this is, and I didn't realize that, if you unclick the record button, say you're having this big long chat you don't want to have on your video, you can unclick it, have this other side chat, or if there's nobody, you have dead space, and then when somebody else comes on, you can click it again, and it will automatically edit out what you didn't record and just splice it. So that's, you know, it's kind of
that's pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Off the record.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, exactly. Like if someone wants to hear something, but I guess if other people watching it live would still see it, it's just that it's not recorded.
Exactly. So when you have your replay, or if you want to repost the video on your website or Facebook or whatever other social media you use, then you don't have to do it yourself. So that's kind of.
Yeah. So, I'm curious, Amelia, with your experience and your marketing experience of being online and doing events and stuff like that, what have you found? What kind of tips and tricks have you found that really make a better experience for you, or an online talk or view, whatever you're doing?
Well, this is why I'm coming to Blab and doing more Blabs. My other marketing friends are doing Periscope, which is just one way. You know, where Blabs, you get the feedback that you need. And to me, it's just more interactive. So I just see this as opening the doors for so many people. I know one of there's a 14-year-old boy on here. That is a sportscaster, and he has just captured all these mentors that are falling in love with him because of his enthusiasm. Then another college student actually pitched to one of the Shark Tank guys on here.
Oh, really? How fun.
Yeah. So there's no hierarchy. You know, everybody's equal. We all bring our experience together and share, and we grow. And I think this is the best way to share the love.
Yeah. What other platforms have you experienced? Skype group calls and Hangouts?
I never liked Skype. Ever. I can't relate to that. I'm on a lot of webinars, and to me, they're just still one-sided, you know, where you have the expert speaking and maybe 2 or 3 other people. In this room, everybody's an expert, so to speak. You know, they all have their input.
Very good. That's very insightful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful.
What's your experience, you know, when you do see like live stream? Do you like that platform at all, or is it confusing for you as well?
No, I like it. In fact, even with Periscope, even though I'm not a big fan of Periscope, I plan on live streaming the dog splash out.
Okay.
To bring more people in. You know, there's a use for every one of the live streams. And then afterwards, we'll all come and blab about it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And that's a good point. Sallena and I were talking about that earlier, how some of our clients do Periscope daily, just, you know, whatever's on the top of their mind, or have another client that sets a tripod up like behind her with the Periscope, and she's a graphic artist, so she shows people how she does stuff with that. So that's worked out well for her.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And there's another person I was watching their blab yesterday, and she was Periscoping as they were blabbing.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, which I'm not sure how that would work, but you know, it's just part of how they do their stuff with everything. But I love your idea about, you know, Periscoping out the dog splash. That's kind of fun. That would be.
Yeah, I think I'll have more viewers on, you know, for a longer time, and it won't be just me. I have like the vision issues with the screen on a phone in daylight. You know, how can you possibly see what people are trying to tell you? Because your screen is just too bright. You get me?
Oh, you mean in looking at your phone?
Yeah, if I'm looking at the phone and trying to get feedback on Periscope, I am not able to see it because, number one, I wear glasses, and I prefer not to wear glasses all the time. And number two, because of the reflection off the screen of the phone. So that's the difficulty that I see with Periscope outside.
I see.
There may be a way around that. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, I guess I don't know.
I don't know either. I that's a new one. I have to try that. But wouldn't you have that same light issue with the phone, no matter whether it was Periscope or FaceTime or any video?
If you're trying to interact with your Periscopers, you know, interact back, you can't really read what it is they're trying to convey to you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see. Got it. Okay.
But you still have the video afterwards.
Yeah. I get it.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Amelia and Sallena, do you either one of you put your videos on Catch at all?
Yeah. Catch.me, I think it is.
Right. Yeah, I just signed up for that. It's just another way to have another channel, I guess. I don't know.
What are the advantages of using it?
Well, I guess if you don't want to have a YouTube channel, or if you don't want to use all your hosting resources on your website, it's like Vimeo. You know, it's just another place to house all your videos and stuff, and then you can just give people that URL, and they'll just see, you know, all your videos listed. You know, because like on Periscope, I think they only hold them for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, 24 hours.
24 hours, okay. And then here on Blab, they have all the replays, but you have to go through everybody's stuff unless you actually have, you know, any tags that you can find as well. So it's just another layer, but it seems to be really simple to use. I signed up and tossed one up there, and again, it was like you don't have to have any technology except to know how to turn on your computer, type the URL. You know, just, you know, make that little in-between piece happen. So it's, yeah, so I'm glad, because that just makes it easy for me to show a client, okay, here's how you do it, and this is where you sign up, and just send me your URL and password, and I'll double check. And they're just happy as can be.
Yeah.
They're falling in love with technology slowly.
Yeah. Well, when all the barriers are reduced, it makes it much easier, for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, that's so fun.
What's keen here is I talk to a lot of people in their 50s that are afraid yet of the computer. And it seems like at least over 40.
Well, I tell you, my mom is, oh my gosh, she'll be 80 this year, and she went back to school when she was 60, got a degree in accounting, then pretty much self-taught her additional computer skills. She did our genealogy. She's on her 4th computer now. And yeah, it's just other than for her, the eyesight, just, trying to be able to focus in better. So she's got the really big Macintosh one, the huge one. But yeah, she's, after that one issue when she started deleting her .dll files, and so this was a while ago, and so she knows not to delete anything anymore. And, once a year we get her additional space on her computer for refresh your browser.
Oh no, there you go. You came back.
Yeah, so I guess it just depends on, when you go over that threshold of not being, of knowing you really can't break the internet unless you really, really try.
Yeah. So we can hear you, but we can't see you anymore, Phyllis. I don't know where you went.
Oh no.
Anyway. So, yeah, there you go.
Well, yeah, I have to go feed my dad. So
yeah, I gotta go in a few minutes too. But thanks for chatting, Amelia. That's lovely. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see each other again.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Phyllis, I don't know if you can hear me, but there you are.
I'm back.
There you go.
Well, I think we're done.
Yeah, I think so.
See how the video turns out, and then make a plan for, I know the holiday weekend, I really didn't expect anybody to join.
Yeah, I thought my colleague Marin was going to join because she had a bunch of questions about Webinar Jam, and she signed up on Twitter just so she could do this, but she must have run into something else anyway.
Well, that's the other thing is, to have one that's just around Webinar Jam and you can answer people's questions.
Yeah.
I think that's
cool. Well, all right. Well, this was fun. Well, so where do I get the recording?
They'll email it to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll forward it to you, and then you can do whatever you want with it. Yeah,
they'll email it to you. And if I don't see you before Friday or hear from you, have a safe trip. And
okay.
I'll see you whenever I'm in Santa Fe.
Yeah. Okay, my dear. Well, I'll probably talk to you before I leave.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay.
Okay. Okay, bye.